Hi there, I'm Raleigh Brown, and I want to thank you for joining me on this last day of this historic, to put it mildly, year. And let's bid it farewell in a hopeful kind of way. In the space in the middle of the old sidewalk, there was grace from a child with a chip of chalk. Only 4 letters were all she wrote. Just one word, and that word was hope. The backstory's not hard to understand. Her daddy drives a delivery van. Mommy, she works and prays for masks. It's all about give and not about ask. In the space in the middle of the old sidewalk, there was grace from a child with a chip of chalk. Only 4 letters were all she wrote. Just one word, and that word was hope. Well, if you don't get it, then I'll say it slow. It's not about the what or the who that you know. While political minds position and fuss, it's not about them, it's all about us. In the space in the middle of the old sidewalk, there was grace from a child with a chip of chalk. Only 4 letters were all she wrote. Just one word, and that word was hope. It's the old and the homeless, the shut-in crowd, the deplorables, the adorables, and the talk's too loud. This wound will heal, it will leave a scar. It's you and me, it's who we are. In the space in the middle of the old sidewalk, there was grace from a child with a chip of chalk. And only 4 letters were all she wrote. Just one word, and that word was hope. And that word was hope. That's Alex Bevan's wonderful song. I got only wonderful songs for you today. That's all I got. Wonderful songs by wonderful people. So, oh yeah, let's see who's here. So I saw Burks came in early. I think he was number 1. Margot Lemieux, Steve Edelman, Donna Greenberg, S.A. Tudhope, Marcia Lowe and Gary Wingard and Andreas Postler and Bunny Barnes and Stephen, and Marlene Bear Burke and Ann Caston, Ann Mintz, Steve Snyder, Carol Pred, Deborah Libby Clark, Aisling Bain, I hope I'm saying that right, Debbie Moore, Bud Manning, Steve Davidson, Donna Zach Beal, Bruce McNeil, Donna Greenberg, Charlie Bryant, Loretta Walk, Jim Moore, Michelle Benjamin, Jeff Blumenthal. Man, if I do this, I'm not going to get any music played. Thank you all for showing up today. It's a very nice crowd on a New Year's Eve afternoon, and if I don't get to your name, just know that I always go back and read the whole chat. Some of you may get answers from me if you ask questions, or if I want to play Mr. Smarty Pants and tell you how smart I am. I try not to, but sometimes I can't help myself. And Karen Beatty's here. Karen and I just exchanged emails earlier. Karen was Jan's best friend. I am walking down this highway, and I don't care where I'm bound. And there's a voice inside me that keeps on singing, boy, keep moving, don't turn around. The heat is rising off the pavement, the sweat is rolling down my spine, but I'm willing, I'll keep moving, 'cause I'm trusting I'm gonna find higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground. Now my soul's been etched with heartache, just like everyone I know, and I carry all of it with me, and sometimes I know it shows. Some days it is my armor, some days it is my crown, but believe me, soon I will be free. Crown or armor, I'm gonna set it down on higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground. Now maybe you've got a heartache, maybe you hurt like me, maybe you feel that tether and you're longing to be free. Take my hand and walk beside me, don't look back and don't look down. Raise your eyes up, see what we have found. No use wondering, no sense in asking why we're tested in our time. It's all just a mystery, it soon becomes our history. You got yours and I've got mine, and when I find my piece of that holy heaven, I'm gonna fly it like a banner straight out from my heart. Then I'm gonna tear it so I can share it Will you come now and take your part on higher ground, on higher ground? Gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me on higher ground. Susie Burke wrote that song. And she is a great singer and a great songwriter and a great musician. She and her husband, David Surratt, who's a really fantastic guitar and mandolin player, play as a duo. If you ever get to hear them, go do that. And so I am, let me do a little talking here. First of all, let me say hello. Hi, Alex. Glad you made it in here. Hope you heard your tune. Hope I didn't butcher it too badly. And thanks for that, Kokomo. Kokomo just said something nice to me. Kokomo's a great guy, Guy Davis. Gene Galligan is here. So, and Michael Tierson and Kathy Marzick, Diane Holbrook and Lauren Payne and Alan Kane. And Stevie Coyle from out on the West Coast, from Lafayette, California. Cindy Dinsmore of Godfrey Daniels fame. Bob Walker and Steve Lowry in sunny Colorado. Mel Green. Mel Green did the cover on one of my albums. Great guy. John Sauer is here. John, keep the faith. Kate Petrella. Boy, there's so many people. Jessica Weaver. Hi, Jess. Gary Graves. Lots of folks. Too many folks for me to spend the whole time. So I promised you that I would do Auld Lang Syne, and I will. But not now. I'm going to do that at the end. I'm going to tack on a fifth song today, and that'll be Auld Lang Syne. But I just felt like finishing off the year with my one of my most favoritist ever guitar instrumentals, and one that inspired me when I first heard it more than almost anything else on the guitar. That's Angie, written by Davy Graham and perfected by Bert Jansch. So some stuff to tell you. Schedule-wise, I want to mention I'll be doing a full hour concert next Tuesday night for the Folk Project, which is in the real world is in Morristown, New Jersey, and I've played there in years past. But right now it's just online, so they're doing what they call stay away concerts. In other words, stay home and watch the concert on your computer. And I'll be doing an hour concert this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And it'll be a little different because they cannot afford to pay royalties on tunes, so it has to be all either traditional tunes or original material. So when I started planning it, I thought, crap, I don't have a full hour of original material. And then I've realized I had like 2 full hours of original material, and there's some traditional stuff I want to do. So it should be a really interesting show, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. If you can, stop by, and you could find that they have a page, like an artist page, or a business page, I guess they call it, and they also have a group. You want to be on the business page, and to get to it, you go to facebook.com/folk project, one word, FOLKPROJECT, yeah. And that'll get you to the page, and I'll advertise it on my page too. Okay, that's one thing I wanted to mention. So that's 7 p.m. on Tuesday, January 5th, this coming Tuesday. And then tomorrow, the Kokomo Kid in the morning at 10, and he's every morning except Saturdays. He takes Saturdays off. I suspect it's because he's too hungover from Friday night, but he's not copping to it. So every other morning he's on there. And Alex Bevan, whose song Hope I did, is streaming tomorrow at 3:30. That's Friday. And there's a rumor that Cozy Sheridan, whose song I'm going to do next, might come on tomorrow with Charlie and do something. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but you check Cozy Sheridan's Facebook page and she'll announce it if she is. And then on Saturday, I'm going to keep using my flat pick. On Saturday, I'll be on again at 3 p.m. On Sunday, Kokomo in the morning. I'll be on at 10:30 on Sunday. And then Monday, Alex comes back, I'm pretty sure. And then Tuesday, I'll be on at 3 and at 7. At 3 for my usual short concert and at 7 for my long concert. Boy, will I be tired. Okay? So I think that's all the news that I had to communicate to you. So I'm going to play you one more song, and this is Cozy's song. And then I'm also going to play you Auld Lang Syne. And somebody just asked, I couldn't see the name on it. Let me see if it shows up here. If I have any, Cliff Wagner, any Tony Rice stories. No, I'm a big Tony Rice fan. I love his playing. I especially, if you want to hear a really great album of Tony Rice, there's an album called Tony Rice Sings Gordon Lightfoot. And he's got this stellar band. It's like Jerry Douglas on dobro, and I think Todd Phillips on bass, and probably Stuart Duncan on fiddle or somebody like that. And there's a lot of guitar breaks on it, but Tony's voice was at its best at this time. And of course, the Gordon Lightfoot songs are all magnificent. So it's like if Gordon Lightfoot recorded with a great, great bluegrass band behind him, and if Gordon Lightfoot could play guitar like Tony Rice. So that's a great album if you want to get one to listen to. I highly recommend it. And much overlooked, I think, a lot of times. Everybody loves the Church Street Blues album, which is good too. But I don't have any stories. I never met Tony. My friend John Carlini was good friends with him, but I don't have any stories from him either. So let me just see another little. Oh, Kokomo. You're giving away all of our secrets. We get drunk online. I drank some wine yesterday because I'm an old friend from the West Coast who used to be my Kung Fu teacher, who was in his youth, was a real badass. I mean, he was like Bruce Lee quality stuff. But he wanted to learn how to play the guitar, so we made a deal that he would teach me Kung Fu and I would teach him the guitar. And he's still out there. I haven't seen him in 40 years, but we're still friends. And he sent me a couple bottles of wine. So I had to open one and start drinking it. It was Zinfandel. I don't usually drink reds, but what can you do? And that's what happened, and that's why Guy and I ended up drunk on our asses the other night. What can I tell you? Okay, one more song here, and another great one. From Cozy Sheridan. It's gonna get better someday, somehow. These'll be the hard times we remember in some happier now. It's gonna get better someday, somehow. And there's gonna be good times, they'll be coming soon. This'll be the dark hall that led to a brighter room. There's gonna be good times someday, somehow. And there's gonna be a bluebird in a clear blue sky. Happiness will land on your shoulder in some coming by and by. You're gonna be the bluebird someday, somehow. And there's gonna be sunny afternoons. The mornings will open like a spring flower in bloom. And we'll be sitting in the shade someday, somehow. It's gonna get better someday, somehow. These will be the hard times we remember in some happier now. It's gonna get better someday, somehow. Someday, somehow. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me this whole year. It's made my world better. And I wish you all a happy new year and a better year to come. And note that the president-elect is not bullshitting us like the current president did. He has pointed out that our government and our society right now is, and these are my words, is like a big ocean liner that's not just going to turn around on a dime as soon as he takes power. So he said it's going to get worse before it gets better, and it's probably going to be March before things start getting a little bit more COVID safe. And, March is, 2.5 months away, 2 months away at least. So keep the faith, keep your mask on, and, try to think sensibly, take good care of yourselves, stay safe, stay sane. And as my buddy Alex, who's right here with us, would say, if you get cranky, take a nap. Happy New Year, all y'all.